Hi, how's it going? I'm Natalie. I'm mostly in the moment, and we're looking at the twin flame energies for the month of March. As promised, I am doing one more reading before I go off and take my break, and we're going to be doing the Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine's energy separately this time. And as always, thank you so much for liking, commenting, subscribing. It means so much to me, more than you know. I very much appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay, with that, let's get started. What is going on for the twin flames in March? Oh my goodness, the Wheel of Fortune. Just good luck falling on your lap, twin flames. Yeah, this is the time. The time is now. This is the moment. You're in it. It's happening. Things are happening for twin flames and awakened souls everywhere. This is the moment in time. As I've been telling a lot of twin flames in the past few readings that this is a very important, critical, and pivotal time for just humans in general, but also twin flames. This is a time when people are going to be going into their chrysalis, going through metamorphosis in order to come out the other end as a beautiful butterfly. And this is a time where people need their rest, need to take time out to do things that you might have pushed aside for too long, and really get prepared for not just your twin flame union, but for your new twin flame life, for your new higher dimensional life. So it's time to get prepared. It's time to do the things that you've been pushing off. It's time to get yourself centered, listen to your body, listen to your human, and see what you need to do in order to get balanced, what you need to do in order to get prepared. And a lot of it is taking time out to rest, to receive, to be receptive, to get the things that you've been asking for. It's here. So it's time. It is time. And for a lot of you, it's time for union in so many ways, and just the twin flame one. Ace of Wands. Okay. So I feel like this is a very significant card for right now. The Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Wands are both cards of things are happening right now. Because the Ace of Wands came out in reverse, for me that means that like it's about to just pop open. This new life is about to just burst into your physical reality. And are you ready for it? Because we always say we want this better life, this better job, this better relationship. But if it's right there in front of your face, right there when you open the front door, and it's right there standing right in front of you, are you going to be ready to accept it? Have you cleaned out your life? Have you gotten yourself settled into these new energies? Have you been thinking about who you really are, who you want to be when your twin flame finally arrives? It's kind of one of those things like, are you the kind of person that you would want to date? And if not, what do you need to do in order to get there? Are you the kind of person that you always thought you could be? And all these months and years of going through this spiritual journey, could you look back now and be like, wow, I am the person I've always dreamt to be? You know, anyone would be lucky to date me. You know, any career would be lucky to have me pursue this interest, this passion. So it's kind of like, this is a time, because everything is about to like come rushing in. So while you have the time, prepare, you know. Okay, the Divine Masculines feeling towards their Divine Feminines. Okay, so we got these two cards, which is the Hermit and the Emperor. So the Emperor card for me is the Divine Masculine card. So I do feel like the Divine Masculine is kind of going within now. And this is different to the Divine Masculine energies earlier this year, just a few months ago, where the Divine Masculine energy was very in your face to the Divine Feminines. It was really out there. It was really out in the world. The Divine Masculines were really extroverted. They're getting things done. They're talking to people, doing what's necessary. And now the Divine Masculine is also going within. We have the Ten of Wands here. The Divine Masculines are grounding. the plans, the success, the good habits that they have implemented recently. So I feel like the Divine Masculines, if you have, for example, started a good health routine, you're making sure that you keep up with it. Or if you've been working on yourself in order to be able to add another person of significance into your life, I feel like the Divine Masculines are kind of grounding in their recent successes. So the things that have been working out, the plans that they have been working on. And in terms of this twin flame journey, the Divine Masculines are grounding their ideas for the twin flame relationship. I feel like Divine Masculines are kind of have been dreaming of what the relationship could be, who they could be. I feel like the Divine Masculines are kind of making their dreams come true. It's kind of like they've always wanted to believe that a relationship like this could exist, that they want to believe that they could go after their dreams, their passions, and make it work and be still financially stable and still be secure in a good relationship. I feel like these things that were just fantasies are now becoming reality. And for the Divine Masculines, it's kind of like recently they've been energetically so heavy coming towards the Divine Feminine because they've been dreaming a lot about what they can be with the Divine Feminines, what life could be like, what their relationship could be like, what their mutual goals would be like. So it's kind of like the Divine Masculines are taking this time out to really, really make sure that they got everything locked down that they need to. The Hanged Man in reverse. Yeah, I feel like the Divine Masculine is in the Temperance in reverse. Okay, so with the Hanged Man and the Temperance both coming out, and the Hanged Man is at number 12 in the Major Arcana, and the Temperance is at number 14 in the Major Arcana. So what we're missing here is 13, which is the Death card. So I feel like the Divine Masculines have already done the death of the old them, and they're already on their way to the birth of the new them. They already ended their old way of being, their old life, their old self, and they're already have birthed and begun this new life. They've already started their new life. And I've always said that, like, twin flames, you might start off this journey solo, but doesn't mean you end up solo, right? It's like the Ace of Pentacles. You start off with an opportunity, you meet your twin flame, then you have the Two of Pentacles, you make a lot of decisions, you do a lot of work figuring out what you need to do in order to keep this spiritual life and physical life balanced. And then you have the Three of Pentacles, where you want to come together with your twin flame and maybe start something together. And so with the Hanged Man and the Temperance card, missing the Death card, I feel like, yes, the Divine Masculines have already started this new cycle, this new twin flame cycle, and that they are knowing about this journey and willing to take risks. They already have taken risks, and they have already become aware of this journey. Okay, the Divine Feminine's feelings toward the Divine Masculines. Okay, we got the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so I do feel like the Divine Feminines are kind of not feeling so much alone as they used to. I feel like Divine Feminines have gotten enough confirmation, especially recently in the beginning of this year. A lot of signs, synchronicities regarding this twin flame journey, and also meeting with the twin flame in the dream state or in some sort of other new physically gifted way, because like we know that the telepathic communication between the twin flames is on another level, right? It's like we're getting all these gifts online. We're getting like these other senses that we were never aware of. So it's like we're experiencing this twin flame journey in a new way. This twin flame cycle has started already in a new way, and you start this cycle off, you start this journey off solo, but doesn't mean you end up solo. And we're seeing that it's about time for so many twin flames to come together. So I feel like just the divine feminines are not feeling so much alone anymore, and not feeling like they don't have enough to do what they need to do in order to prepare themselves for union, in order to live their best lives. I always say, like, I don't like the idea of waiting for your twin flame, because if you keep thinking you're waiting for your twin flame, then you're just going to manifest more waiting for your twin flame. But if you're living instead of waiting, then you're not letting all this precious time, all these beautiful moments go by in waiting, but instead living. So I feel like the divine feminines are not feeling so alone anymore, not feeling like they don't have enough, and really, really going out there and living. Okay. Yeah, because the 9 of Wands, right? Very similar to the divine masculines, 10 of Wands. I feel like the divine feminines, I'm getting the divine feminines are kind of tired. I feel like the divine feminines are like, yes, I deserve a break. I'm gonna go do my thing, have fun, enjoy life. And I feel like this is gonna really help union as well, because, you know, when you met your twin flame probably, and when you'll definitely meet your twin flame again, is when you're in that really, really positive and high vibrational state. So I feel like while the divine masculine does what they need to do, the divine feminine is now enjoying life, having fun, and that energy is going to attract your divine masculine to you so much quicker. That's kind of your spiritual work, divine feminine, is to kind of raise your energy and have fun, and kind of be the person that people want to hang out with and have a joke with, and just kind of hang around, you know? You're that person, you know? You remember that person before all this traumatic spiritual work, twin flame journey work? Remember who you were? Well, you're a better version now of yourself, right? So you're even more fun to hang out with. You have even more interesting things to say. You know, you have more interesting things to do. So be that really fun, interesting person that you are, that you once were, but just a better version of now. So it's a really awesome way to attract your twin flame. Be really attractive right now. Okay, so the divine masculine's thoughts towards the divine feminines, the 2 of Pentacles. Okay, so I feel like the divine masculines are also kind of in this flirty mood. They're kind of getting to this place where they want to enjoy life, because I feel like the divine masculines know, like, the hard part is over. You know, the hard part is over. The death card isn't there anymore. You know, they had the death, and the death took a long time. They had the tower moment. The tower moment was crazy and hard and scary, right? Now it's time to lighten up. Now it's time to have fun moving forward on this connection and this journey. The Queen of Swords. Yeah, I feel like the divine masculines are worried that the divine feminine might come with the "I told you so" attitude, and so they're kind of trying to figure out a way to kind of approach the divine feminine in a more lighthearted way, to, you know, because there's so many serious things that happen between the 2 of you, right? Not just when you were in contact, but when you were in separation also. So many serious things happen, right? So I feel like the divine masculines are aware of this, and they want to kind of come at this connection in a more jovial, in a more kind of lighthearted way, kind of making things a little bit light, because, you know, no one wants to come into a connection with talking about the really tough, hard topics of discussion right away, right? you kind of want to see that person, you want to smile, you want to enjoy time together, and then, you know, after hours of talking, maybe get to the more deeper stuff, right? But I do feel like the Divine Masculines want to kind of lighten the mood. Okay, that's probably why they'll respond well to you Divine Feminines, having fun and enjoying your time, you know. Divine Feminine's thoughts towards the Divine Masculines. King of Cups in hand. So I feel like the Divine Feminine feels that the Divine Masculine is coming at them. Like, they don't mean disrespect. Like, if the Divine Masculine is not coming out with the more serious and important things between the connection right away, it's because he wants this to happen, or she wants this to happen in the right way, you know? And coming at this like really strong and really like opinionated, and, you know, I was hurt here and this is why this happened, and being like offensive and defensive, like that's not how you want this to happen, do you? Right? You want it to be lighthearted. You want to build up to the more deeper moments, build that kind of trust between each other again, build that kind of love between each other again, you know, and understanding. So I know the Divine Feminines know that the Divine Masculine is coming at this in the way that they believe is best, you know, which kind of warms the Divine Feminine's heart. Oh, okay. Oh, wow, the Magician card in hand again. So yeah, the Divine Feminine knows, like, this is it. As you've seen in my last reading, like, the Divine Feminine knows, like, this just, like, small step, or seemingly small step, is kind of the beginning of the beginning for full physical union. So, or the next step in your union. So I feel like the Divine Feminines know, like, this is it. Like, you can feel the love. You can feel how balanced it is, like how things are matured and how things are kind of equal between the two of you. And it's kind of really exciting for the Divine Feminines, because they can feel like things are happening in this connection. Okay, the Divine Masculine's action towards the Divine Feminine. The Knight of Cups. Oh, yay. Okay, so Divine Masculines are approaching the Divine Feminines. Okay, so I got like 50-50. So for a lot of you, this is happening in this time frame, you know, March, April, and for some of you, it's going to be you know, in the middle of the year. But I do feel like the Divine Masculines are approaching the Divine Feminine with a lot of love in whatever way they think is appropriate to show that love. So if it's kind of lighthearted and kind of gentle at first, or if it's kind of more straight to the point and hey, I need to do this, can you help me? Or I need to know about this, can you help me? Whether it's more direct or more gentle, the Divine Masculines are approaching this connection in a way that they are comfortable and the way that they think is best for this connection to work, you know? Which is important, because in the past, both the twin flames, the Divine Feminine and Divine Masculines, may have approached each other in a way that was kind of hostile without meaning to be hostile. It could have been a little bit judgmental. It could have been a little bit like kind of being defensive towards the twin flame. It could have been being scared of, why is this connection so deep? I don't want to get hurt again. So the fact that the Divine Masculines are coming at this connection with without that fear, without that worry kind of chaining them back to their old ways of being in a romantic relationship, of their old ways of connecting with someone that they can really deeply connect with, that's a big, big deal. That's a huge deal. The divine masculines can, at this point, approach you, twin flame, without constraint, without fear, without putting on a mask. That's a big deal. Pull a clarifier for the divine masculines. Oh wow, the Knight of Wands. Wow, 2 knights. So definitely a feeling like there's some sort of message being relayed to the divine feminine here, and it fell on the divine masculines card, and this card wanted to pop out, 8 of Pentacles. Okay, so I definitely feel like the divine masculines want the divine feminine to know that they've been working on this, okay? They've been dreaming about what this relationship could be, what their life could be together, who they could be in their full potential. So I feel like the divine masculines like want the divine feminines to know, like, I've been working on this, okay? It's not like I haven't been doing anything, or I want them to know that this is something that I think is possible, and I hope that like me reaching out to them will let them know that like I'm in the process, and maybe that will ease their mind, or maybe they will okay, I'm getting be open to giving me a chance, and therefore, you know, keeping their dating book open for me, you know, like trying not to get you to date or see anyone else because they're interested in you and they want you to know. It's like, okay, I think it's time, since I've been working on this for a while, to let them know, like, hey, I'm interested. I've been working on things. I see this as a possibility in the future. Just give me some time, you know? It's about time that I let them know, because what if, you know, they go off and do something completely different that ruins my chances here, you know? So while the divine masculine knows this and has been working on it and thinking about it and dreaming about it, it's like, I think it's time to clue in the divine feminine. Divine feminine's action space. Ooh, okay. The 6 of Pentacles. I feel like the divine feminines are kind of open to giving and receiving from people. So I feel like the divine feminines are open to it's kind of weird, because the divine feminine has been kind of at this place where they've done a lot and they kind of are resting only because they're doing whatever else that they need to do. You know, they're enjoying life. They've accomplished a lot. They finished a lot of work. So they're kind of at a place where if anyone needs help, they help them out. But they're also receptive to receiving help with anyone who wants to help them out. So I feel like the divine feminine are kind of at this place where, you know, oh, you know what, that's kind of like a soul mission thing to do, is kind of just help people in small ways and have people help you out in small ways. Being in that flow is definitely a kind of general soul mission for everyone. 7 of Cups. So I feel like divine feminine are kind of in a different reality now. Like, I feel like there's been just so much going on for you, divine feminines, that you're kind of like in this very like blissful or just knowing place where you can see things coming together, have spiritual, energetic confirmation, but also physical confirmation, and you're just kind of at this place where you're just gonna let things unfold, because it is unfolding for you, divine feminines, magically. And divine masculines are obviously really excited to kind of get going on these things, and although they're taking some time out to kind of get everything planted in and kind of sturdy and stable, the divine feminines are kind of doing the same. They've done a lot of work, and it's time to work on keeping that frequency high. I keep getting the message that divine masculines are very aware of this connection with the divine feminine, and I feel like that's a very key part of your journey wherever you are. I feel like the divine masculines are really much acknowledging that something that the divine feminine did has really, really helped them out recently. Whether it was a while ago or whether it's something you did energetically that helped them, something you did, divine feminine, really, really set the masculine on this kind of really good trajectory. It really helped them push them along. Because with twin flames, like if the divine feminines sit there and not do anything, the divine masculines are not going to have a reason to push forward either. But if the divine feminine keeps moving forward on their highest and best spiritual path and on this twin flame journey, the twin flame has no choice but to keep up. Then they are forced to go through experiences, forced to keep up. So it's kind of like the divine feminine has gone as far as they can go with these current circumstances, and that's why they're being told to rest. Twin flames are being told to rest in general, because these changes are happening right now in this moment in time, and it's spectacular. It's amazing. It's just a huge show that's going to be put on for us light workers, and we're just going to have to enjoy it and be amazed with what happens in this month and then this coming few seasons. It's going to be amazing. That's it for this reading. I wish you such a beautiful, beautiful March. Please let me know what you're doing in March, or what you have planned, or what's going on for you with these energies that are coming in. And I'm Vitaly, reminding you to stay mostly in the moment, and I wish you so much love, light, and peace.